Things are worth waiting for. Here we go. Oh, squares them up immediately. Hey, Danny, you were out there looking at these surfaces. They've had a long journey to innovation. And fittingly, it's going to go all the way. That's exactly where many a home run would have gone all the way for 6.
And it's an NTT 6 for sure. Oh, outstanding. Because it's measured longer and 250 feet. Let's get an NTT in there.
Pumped down the ground. Maybe a sign of things to come. Back-to-back boundaries around out the first over at the Coliseum. This is just the way he plays, isn't it, Danny? He goes at it right from ball one.
Yeah, the improvising from Finn Allen, and then if anything slightly too full, well, all opening batters.
Pumped and pumped a long, long way. Look out in the crowd. And it's another NTT 6.
We've grown up with baseball. Look how far this goes off a cricket bat. The cricket ball just disappears, and wow, put a couple of hostesses and a cabin crew on that.
Champions. Same again. Similar area, different length, same result. Glenn Maxwell doesn't know what to do.
To take a leaf out of some other franchise tournaments around the globe. You give out hard hats to those in the crowd because
flies off an outside edge, flies away for 4 more. Action aplenty to get us going here. What a treat we're in for at the Coliseum, Danny.
100% Lenny, and wicket keepers as well. Thrashing blade, but the fast hands and wonderful hand-eye of Seifert. And think about him as a...
It's a really good delivery. Get it wrong, you're in trouble. Just like that, but it could have created a catching opportunity. He's one of the best fielders anywhere in the world. And the captain of the Freedom, Glenn Maxwell, is never going to drop that. Seifert off to a hot start, but the change in bowling works. And we see a first...
Yeah, just a little, I reckon, a little tweak on the fingers there from Edwards. Just took a little bit of pace off. Not a quick delivery. Good deception from the bowler, Jack Edwards. That 18 off 10, it's a strike rate of 180. He goes, and the Unicorn get out in the first 2 overs too recklessly.
Finn Allen goes monstrous. Catch it in the crowd. Oh, yes! Look at this. What a grab up there in row number 4. A moment he's not going to forget.
For the fans here in the US, you can't keep the cricket ball. I know in baseball, you get one of these in the crowd. In MLB, you can keep the ball. Not so in cricket, folks. You've got to have it back.
Of others who are here. Helped into the leg side, helped away for 4. The runs continue to come, whether it's off the quick bowlers or the spinners. Pumped again, might just be one bounce. In fact, it's gone all the way. The 50s come up.
When the ball has left this man's back, it's made a different sound.
Moment they're bowling way too full to Finn Allen. That one doesn't even use the surface. That is literally a free hit for a man of that caliber.
And remember, folks, this is the Lexus Power Play. So look at the ramp. It is one of the newest and most innovative and effective shots in cricket. 65 for 1.
On his way, isn't he? 39 off 13. And just to keep upsetting the bowler's rhythm, and they're not sure where to actually pitch the ball because he hits down the ground and then he can come on the inside of it and hit behind.
Straight to the fielder. It has been a disappointing year for Jake Fraser-McGirt, and it continues.
Indian Premier League. And they round the wicket and wanting to go down the ground, gets the edge, and that short third pouched the catch easily. And bowlers are allowed to bowl good balls.
It was a long time coming for Krishnamurti. They had bogged him down to this point. That will help release some pressure.
No doubt he has faced plenty of spin, and at the moment we have not seen the ball move sideways, so that just slides on to the middle of the bat perfectly. 289 feet.
Yeah, it's a small boundary. Didn't really nail it out the middle of the bat, Krishnamurti, but
more comfortable and confident against the spin. Change of length because he got hit straight down the ground.
10 sixes, 10 in the first 8 overs, 3 by Sanjay Krishnamurti.
Play, hands very still. Gets himself in a wonderful position.
Or deterred Krishnamurti. Why 3 when we can get 4? And no chance of catching that. 4 sixes to end the 8th, 95 for 2.
An absolute road. And the runs just keep coming. Listen to the noise off the bat as I well.
Right out the middle of the bat. So much was spoken about the surface, how it would play. It is playing beautifully. No doubt they have done a fantastic job in Stadium.
They just keep coming, and it's going to be the first 50 of Cognizant Major League.
Power uses his levers so well. Excellent half century.
This is extraordinary, maybe the biggest of the night. It's 7 sixes from the last 8 deliveries. 4 to Krishnamurti, 3 to Allen.
After bowling a ball, which was just a little bit leg side, bowler corrects, goes offside, and somehow Finn Allen just makes the shot look so easy. From that length, he almost has no business.
Slashed away for 4. The runs continue to come, and Krishnamurti is catching up. Ludicrous, utterly ludicrous. We've got a double-decker from Finn Allen. Gets us to the halfway stage of this first innings. It's 128.
Hit out towards the eastern side, which is towards the Oakland Hills. That's what he's aiming for. That is a massive hit. 90 meters. Timing a little bit, a bit of rhythm.
Well, that's just too easy. Make that 6, number 10.
Well, giving the ball to Glenn Phillips to see if he can possibly bring a wicket and break this partnership, which is now worth 70 runs they've put on together, and they've done it in quick time. And I'm afraid that's not going to be the delivery.
6 more, just keep chalking them up. That one's gone miles, nearly another double-decker. Finn Allen has hit.
Pace pretty similar through the over as well from Phillips, 60 miles per hour, 75 and 59, so not really mixing it up. He's just struggling, though, to find the right length. He had the full toss in the previous ball. And
has he got enough of this? Yes, he has. 6, and now 6 more. Phillips has no answer.
Try and get this right. It's the 3rd hat-trick of 6s we've had in this innings. So in other words, we've had 3 6s in a row 3 times. I hope that makes sense. Kind of made sense in my head, but then a lot makes sense in my...
From Ian Holland. The runs continue to flow. He's into the 90s, Finn Allen. He's striking it over 3. And Krishnamurti is more than capable, but has he got enough? No. Really good little leg cutter.
Yeah, good little cameo, but he just sort of lost his timing and rhythm in the last few deliveries where he just couldn't quite get it away. Now, Ian Holland is a very clever bowler. He's spent a lot.
Just enough. Mitchell Owen with a fantastic diving effort. We've got a roving camera out there. Finn Allen, quite MLC history.
Just a step and hit. This time around.
And if you said he's a leg side bully or only hits leg side, take that. 1-7-2 for 3. Number 14 for Finn Allen. Taiwan.
Small outfield, he has cleared the boundary by some distance. It would be 6 anywhere in the world. That just shows you the clean striking.
Yeah, missed his length badly. And unfortunately, Saurabh Netravalkar, you can't bowl there to a man on 107.
People picking up the ball. He goes cross seam, but he puts it in the slot, which means that Phil Allen just has to hit through the line. Doesn't need to move at all.
Went back to pace on, and Finn Allen goes back to hitting 6s. 16 maximums. The record is 18, remember.
Or into the pitch.
A better length, and there is what Jack Edwards is capable of producing. There was maybe a change of pace there from Edwards. Still concedes a boundary. 200 has come up in 15 overs. He is hunting the record, Finn Allen. He is 1 away from matching it. Maybe a bit of cramp as well.
The ball this hard regularly. Again, up in the slot. And literally dispatched. Second tier again. 3.
Baseball any day. More runs. Doesn't need to be a 6. He can do them in 4s as well. Or square or deep mid-wicket. Goes full again. And Allen says 6 again. He now equals the world record. 18 6s in.
It's a world record for Finn Allen. Number of 6s, 19. And it takes him to 150.
Very boring, says Shane Watson. But this time, to bring up 150, his 19th maximum. Oh, yeah. Fast hands, head down.
Right, mistimed. Hasn't been too many of that again. Allen maybe with some tiredness in the stroke. Falls to a catch from Phillips, who's got very good hands.
A bit of cramping. We saw him holding his back a little bit. But salutes the crowd here on day one. Cognizant of the Unicorns. 151 from 51, and the Unicorns are now 232 for 5.
Yeah, enjoyed that length. That is for sure. Hassan has been watching a lot from the other end and how Allen has taken this bow.
Sounded really nice off the stick. He did. He got it in his arc, and man, and that hum away off the blade.
Sticking with that length at the moment. He's made that work, Hassan. Knows they needed a boundary. Gone very, very high. If anybody could possibly catch it, it would be Phillips, but it's gone too far.
A genius, isn't he, in the field, catching, whether it's in the ring or on the boundary, right out there, but he would have needed the fireman's step ladder and some. Got enough of it, and in the end,
It's a lovely stroke. I think it's bounced just before. That is a lovely stroke outside the off stump. You understand? Going straight. What a way to finish off what has been an incredible show of hitting today by the Unicorns. They may have finished second last year in the final to the
We're here in the beautiful Bay Area on the west coast of the United States of America for you won't quite believe it, particularly if you're just tuning in, or maybe in some parts of the world you're just waking up. Those graphics are right. Bit of movement, but whipped with that movement right towards the rope, and it's going to get all the way. Liam Plunkett. Fireworks right from the off. They know they have to go from ball one, back-to-back boundaries.
There's that slip fielder there.
Good use of the feet, down the ground, straight as anything, and right over the side screen for 6.
Mitch Owen leaves his safe haven of the crease and advances towards the bowler because he wants the length to be just...
Beautifully struck. We've seen some...
I actually really enjoy this. The fact that the crowd are not celebrating, but this is certainly an NTT 6, just under 300.
350. Really nicely played. Finds the gap, beats the mid-off fielder, and 4 more. Almost an action replay. Owen off to a hot start. Right in the slot and right out of the park nearly. That's one of the biggest of the day. You cannot bowl in the slot.
You're right, this one has to be the biggest. Again, look at him clearing that front leg. He's not even covering the stumps. He is that confident at the moment. 308 feet.
See, for the lineup, there is a bit of concern though over Andries Geuss, isn't there? Because he lost the gloves, I think, around the 11th. Now Ravindra tries to get into the act. Not quite as big, but more than big enough. Action unlike we've...
Yeah, as the non-striker, you get a little bit tired that, hey, I want to get into the action. So Rachin's first boundary is a maximum.
Might not be for long. But the 50's going to come up in grand style. That one goes a long way again.
Yeah, and the 50 partnership as well, off 20 deliveries. One thing we talk about in cricket, you never really judge the total of the first innings until the second team bats. Yes, we're talking...
2 4s and 4 6s. Make that the last 7. It's going to be 4 consecutive 6s. Ricky Ponting.
It's the 4th hat-trick of 6s in this match, if you can believe that. This is a bowler's nightmare. The fact that...
Another monster. It's all looking a bit too easy for the batters, and there's real concern amongst the home.
A thought for the bowlers, they just haven't been able to execute. Literally a free hit almost every delivery because they're not using the surface.
Just 1 power play wicket in 10 overs a season ago. And forget matchup, forget numbers, forget data. That's been pumped. Danny Morrison.
Forget about the ski into next week. This is extraordinary. Talk about striking. 5 6s. Don't worry about it along the carpet, folks. It has gone way back.
Yeah, fortuitous. Don't think he was intending to hit the ball there, Rachin Ravindra.
Subtleties with baseball, but very different with cricket.
Just gets it past that fielder. Bit of innovation from Ravindra. He's tried to play this shot 3 times now. I think he just predicted the pace off, but doesn't matter. Jake Fraser-McGirt takes the catch. A first wicket for Plunkett.
And the smarts from Liam Plunkett. Change of pace, slower, into the surface. Has paid dividends. And a very good catch from young Jake Fraser-McGirt. Ravindra Very pleasant innings, 42 from...
Mammoth. And that is the power, strength, and reach MLC power play. Game on.
On. Don't like that. That length is simply no good, and that's what will happen every pace off a spinner. He's just got it wrong there and dragged it down, but he gets that flight right and backs himself. Oh, confusion. That's what happens in T20 when you're still trying to get a wriggle on. They're going well with it, and we get a wicket.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. It was actually Edwards' call. And he was running to the danger and he took off, but Mitch Owen wasn't looking at him. Big
Keep an eye on each other. Have to be mindful in terms of communication. And there's a bit more communication off the blade. Let's see how clean this is again, and saw a lot of this from the Unicorns. Ball in that
too tight over as could be, but a long way to go till we get to a
position of the lineup. Out in the middle together now.
Yeah, and if you are...
Liam.
Good change of pace, fingers raised. Maxwell will certainly have a think, but excellent follow-up from Ralph to take pace off the ball.
Oh, missing. I just want to jagging. Got to go upstairs. Here we go.
Okay, ball goes. Coming up now. Original decisions out. Pitching outside off, impact in line. And wickets is umpire's call. We can stay with the original decision.
Oh, Leslie! What happened to a little bit of Bennett? Given out on field, and we mentioned if it hadn't have been given out on field, then it's missing. But the very dangerous Glenn Maxwell for not even double figures. He goes for just 5 ball.
Straight through. This is Haris Rauf at his best. This is the MLC at its best.
Sure is. 90 mile an hour ripping through from Haris Rauf. The Remittley speed on show big time. Watson, the coach, will be all over this, loving it. Just that little bit of angle early on in his innings, and has been blown away. The other Glenn had Glenn Maxwell go. Now Glenn Phillips has got to take an early shower here. He's gone without scoring. Call that a duck to eat. Phillips.
Straight to the man. Klaus gets in and gets out. And Hassan Khan yet again strikes.
Real strong home support here at the stadium. And it's been an excellent passage of play for them. Washington Freedom feel they have to keep going all the time, but it hasn't worked in the last little while. On the board now, Ghost makes 2.
And yeah, of course, Hassan Khan. What can't he do? Brilliant with the bat, and now 2 wickets in the space of just 3 deliveries.
They won't be impressed, Ricky Ponting, that is for sure, because they were in such a good position. 97 for 1, and it's changed dramatically. Credit has to go to the Unicorns. Is on the board. Edwards makes 21.
Excitement around. Edged and gone, Carmine LaRue. He gets through Ovis Pinar and the San Francisco Unicorns.
Against Carmine LaRue. Both have settled here in the US and have carved out nice little careers for themselves in the US of A. But it's Carmine LaRue who wins this battle tonight. 7 down, Pinar adds 2.
Another for Carmine LaRue.
Yes, indeed, the San Francisco Unicorns in front of their home fans.
So I'm just wondering if maybe he was expecting a slightly different delivery. He's had a little bit of lift just outside the off stump. Beautiful. Another batter goes. The procession continues. One for Mook. Hands was all wrong. I just wonder if maybe lost it in the lights. And oh dear, now we're seeing a mistake in the field.
Another chance, another chance. This time he holds on. Jake Fraser-McGurk, no mistake in the deep, and Hassan Khan gets a well-deserved third wicket.
Catch. How calm he is underneath this. We've just seen a drop catch, a fumble in the field. Look how good he makes his ground. Eyes on the ball all the time. Very good. Bowlers have been good today.
Well, Saurabh Netravalkar will get off the mark in between first slip and the keeper, and a wry smile for number 11.
Well, it might be unorthodox, but it's effective. Showing all three of his stumps, driving, and somehow getting it in between slip.
Look now, he's got 3 wickets to his name. And just over, won't be wicket number 4. Ben Sears adds a little counter-attack. Is that it? Is that it? He has nicked it. The fingers up. And Haris Rauf gets through the 90 miles an hour. Too much for Saurabh Netravalkar. And the San Francisco Unicorns have juvenated. And there's rejoice amongst the fans here in the Oakland Coliseum.
Haris Rauf knew he was always in.